Attending a live wrestling event is very different than watching it on your TV, and this difference can be felt in any event, from the WWE House Show to WWE Raw, from the New Japan Wrestle Kingdom to ROH Final Battle. The experience of wrestling on TV is pure entertainment, the result of a high production process that allows each viewer to observe the match through the best shots, with HD quality and at any time using streaming services, with a commentary that allows the viewers to better understand what's going on in the ring. The goal is to offer you the best possible experience in order to attract curiosity and push people to watch the next show. But attending a live wrestling event puts things in an entirely different perspective. Here are 10 things you can only notice in a live wrestling show.
Are you ready?
Hello wrestling fans, this is Van Venom, and if you're new to our channel, please remember to subscribe and put the notifications on so you don't miss any of our unbelievable videos. Number 10. The matches are less boring. The matches are more entertaining during live events for one simple reason: the greater involvement of the fans. While watching TV events, our attention is often distracted by other things like commentary, social notifications, tweets from people watching the same event, and so on. When attending live events, the attention of the spectators is entirely focused on what's happening in the ring, with very few moments of distraction, giving the impression that the matches are faster and more dynamic. Lots of fans usually complain of getting bored while watching Raw on TV, but that's not the case if they're in the middle of the live audience, unless the match itself is a real stinker. Number 9. New situations never seen on TV. House shows are often considered test beds to observe fan reactions to new characters or angles before they get broadcast on TV. Before debuting on the main roster, wrestlers fight in dark matches in house shows to see their potential and to understand if their current gimmick needs any tweaking. For example, a new superstar attire can be tested in house shows, and it's common to use them as a practice ground for future feuds, like it happened for the current program between Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman. Number 8. No beach balls, only fun. The WWE has a lot of difficulties managing the hardcore section of their fans, who openly contest the decisions of Vince McMahon with choirs like CM Punk, Booooring, or even playing around with beach balls. Of course, they're paying customers, so they've got every right to express their disappointment in a civil manner, but at the same time, they're not allowed to ruin the fun for that part of the WWE Universe that is enjoying the show. In addition to that, many wrestlers see that as disrespectful to their sacrifices, as they are putting their body at risk for entertaining the fans. Cesaro showed his disappointment with the beach ball by destroying it at SummerSlam 2017 in a moment not foreseen by the script. This kind of behavior by the fanbase is prevalent during TV events, and it happens less during house shows as they are not broadcast on live TV. Number 7. If it's not on TV, it never existed. In the early 90s, Undertaker was undefeated on TV, but he had lost many house show bouts against Ultimate Warrior, Sid Justice, and Tito Santana. Similarly, Ultimate Warrior lost cleanly against Andre the Giant in a live event in Italy in 1988, as proven by a clip available on YouTube. Still, in a pre-internet world, the WWE was able to pretend those things never happened, and continued pushing both Undertaker and Ultimate Warrior as invincible forces. Today, these situations are much more difficult to manage due to the presence of smartphones, but from time to time, they still happen. Just think at Goldberg during his first stint in WWE, presented as undefeated on TV, but at the same time being beaten regularly by Triple H during the house shows. Not to mention the legendary cameo of Juan Cena, the Mexican cousin of John Cena. Number 6. Logistics are perfect. Wrestling fans are known for being very vocal and hard to please, and most of the time it looks like we love to complain about a good show way more than we'd like to admit. As Ryback once said, nobody hates wrestling as much as wrestling fans. Or, in a single word, like the new Daniel Bryan would say, we are fickle. Still, let's give credit where credit is due. Organizing a wrestling show, preparing the set, and making sure there are no problems for the duration of the spectacle is not easy. And in live events, you can really see how well organized WWE is. The ring is solid, the ropes will never break, no problem with the music, just lots of fun. And that is possible only through a professional and well-oiled organization. Number 5. Better interaction. In televised events, wrestlers must respect their gimmick and follow the script, which means limited interactions with fans. At live events, it is possible for the wrestlers to enjoy more freedom, to try playing along with crowds, and sometimes even breaking character is allowed. Two of the wrestlers best suited for this kind of free interactions with live crowds are Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. On YouTube, there are dozens of clips with the pair doing the most unexpected and funny things during house shows. Number 4. The first rows are often not the best. It is often thought that the first rows are perfect for watching a live event, but in some situations, that is not the case. If local security teams won't do their job properly, you could witness children and other fans running towards the barriers and preventing those of us who paid the most expensive tickets to enjoy the show. It is not a situation that happens often in the US, as it's something more likely to occur during international tours where the fans are more rabid since they don't have many chances to see their favorite superstars live. Still, when something like that takes place, it's very annoying, especially if you're the one sitting in the first rows. Number 3. Matches without commentary. In most cases, the commentary manages to add something and to involve fans more, and that's especially true when the play-by-play is run by talented people like Nigel McGuinness or Mauro Ranallo in NXT. But in other cases, the commentator can get annoying, having the result of worsening the quality of the match, as it happened with Jerry Lawler commentary against Bret Hart during their 90s feud. During live events, a match without any play-by-play remarks allows viewers to focus only on what happens in the ring, being just guided by wrestlers and their psychology. Number 2. The real situation of the business. Thanks to savvy camera cuts and the fast TV montage, it can be easy to mask empty portions of an arena to the audience sitting on their couch at home. For the live events crowds, that's obviously not an option, and you can clearly tell when a show is not sold out. In addition to that, it's tradition for Vince McMahon to carefully examine the turnout data from house shows to see if the superstars are able to attract people and sell tickets. For example, a series of matches in 1991 between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair sold way less tickets than expected, so their potential main event match of WrestleMania 8 was cancelled. Similarly, in more recent times, the series of matches between Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan recorded modest incomes in house shows, and so Vince McMahon decided to stop the feud after the Hell in a Cell bout at No Mercy 2013. Nowadays, WWE is more oriented toward a streaming and merchandising business model, but the live event collections are still a great way to understand the general trends of the business, and if certain wrestlers are potential draws or not. Number 1. Unpublished matches. One of the main selling points of live events is the opportunity of witnessing unique matches that will never be seen on TV or other media, which also give WWE a chance to experiment a bit with new types of bouts and unpredictable choices that won't affect the booking happening on TV shows. It's a well-known fact that the ladder match was born and created during house shows, but that's also true for unprecedented rivalries or alliances. In the past, the first ever match between Chris Jericho and The Undertaker took place at a house show, and only later down the line it was replicated on SmackDown. Similarly, in 2002, one of the flagship matches of a series of house shows was the Dream Tag Team of The Rock and Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus Chris Jericho and Kurt Angle. More recently, the WWE has promoted a series of house shows that has had as main event a three-way match between AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, and Shinsuke Nakamura, a bout that can easily be considered a dream match for the hardcore contingent of the WWE Universe. Still, one of the most remarkable unpublished matches from live events remains a Royal Rumble that happened in 1994 inside the legendary Madison Square Garden. A 30-man bout that saw none other than the late Owen Hart emerging as the winner for a thunderous ovation from the crowd. I'm Van Venom, and as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to put a like, subscribe, and leave your opinion in the comments below.